On the occasion of an official visit by the Japanese Prime Minister, His Excellency Shinzo Abe, Kuwait is marking 55 years of cooperation and a strong and deep-rooted relationship in all domains. Badriya Saleh has more details on the history of the bilateral ties in this report.
Kuwait Japan relations date back to 1958, when the late Sheikh Abdullah Al Salim Al Sabah granted the Arabian Oil Company oil and gas concessions in the offshore neutral zone, an award considered a symbol of the friendship and common interest between the two countries. Bilateral ties between the two countries for years have been based on joint interests, particularly at the commercial level. Kuwait is a top exporter of crude and oil derivatives to Japan, and the Kuwaiti markets are rich in various Japanese commodities. Japan was one of the first countries to recognize Kuwait's independence through a cabinet decree issued in December 8, 1961, followed by a decision to exchange diplomatic representation. In February 1962, the first Kuwaiti ambassador to Japan, Suleiman Mohammed Al-Sanah, opened the Kuwaiti embassy in Tokyo. Subsequently, the Japanese embassy in Kuwait was inaugurated in March 1963. Japan stood strong to support Kuwait upon the Iraqi invasion in 1990, firmly condemning the accommodations and calling for a return of Kuwaiti sovereignty. In January 1995, the late Sheikh Jabr al-Ahmed al-Jabr al-Sabah awarded Crown Prince Naguhito the Mubarak al-Kabir Merit, Kuwait's highest honorary accolade, in appreciation of Japan's support of Kuwait throughout the accommodation and liberation periods. Furthermore, after the 9.0 magnitude Fukushima earthquake and tsunami hit Japan in 2011, His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Jabr al-Sabah and the Kuwaiti people offered unwavering assistance and encouragement to the country. Upon the derivatives of His Highness the Emir, Kuwait donated over $500 million worth of aid through barrels of crude oil to Japan. The two countries have benefited subsequently from cooperation in broad spheres, including energy, economy, scientific technology, environmental protection, and education and cultural exchanges. On the economic front, Japan is Kuwait's third biggest trading partner, as Kuwait is one of the main sources of crude oil for the country. Japan-bound crude oil shipments account for roughly 20% of Kuwait's total crude exports of 1.3 to 1.5 million barrels per day.